Okay, thanks, Sue. Welcome, everyone. Well, we're back once again to talk about new products. This is for the second quarter, April to June of 2021. I'm Jim Golick with the Now Product Information team. And let's talk about a brief introduction to what we're going to be talking about today. We'll be discussing some exciting information on saffron, an herb and spice that has some other benefits to it besides its spiciness. Or its ability to flavor foods. C1000 zinc immune, a high potency 50,000 unit vitamin D, kids echinacea liquid, ashwagandha liquid extract, and organic turmeric liquid extract, as well as turmeric essential oil. And we'll also be talking about the plant defense essential oil kit and a new skin renewal serum called Bakuchiol, and organic coconut milk powder. I'm going to end with a delicious recipe that I think you may enjoy. All right, without further ado, let's talk about saffron. As I mentioned a moment ago, many people know it as a spice and also a coloring agent. It is also known to help maintain a positive mood and relaxed attitude. So that is pretty neat. It may also help promote restful sleep. So it sounds like a triple winner in that regard. And another possible thing, by helping promote the natural balance of our neurotransmitters, may also help to curb snacking urges as well, which I think many of us struggle with. So we use only the whole saffron stigma powder. And as you can see from this pretty colorful picture there on the screen, those are the orange stigmas that emanate from the plant that are used. That is standardized for 10% crocins, which are compounds that are part of the compounds used found naturally in saffron. There's also other compounds called quercetin and picroquercetin and saffronol, which also help to impart the colorful hues and taste and aroma which saffron is noted for. Another bonus, saffron is also a powerful free radical neutralizer. It also helps support a balanced immune response. So this is something worth definitely considering in that regard. Next, we're going to talk about C1000 Zinc Immune formula. This is for seasonal support. As many of you know, vitamin C and zinc, among other things, have been in very high demand in the past year and will continue to be, of course, depending on the season, in demand. What makes this rather unique is that this is combined with a special form of zinc bisglycinate. It's the Albion true or the real amino acid chelate system, which has been shown in clinical studies to have superior bioavailability compared to other forms of supplemental zinc. Just to let you know here, what some people may or may not be aware of is chelate comes from a Greek word which means claw. It's a way of kind of binding a mineral, kind of like the way a claw would grab something, and it helps to bind it, in this case, between two amino acids of glycine. And that has been proven because the Albion, the company that's been a pioneer in mineral chelation for over 40 years, uses high-tech scientific instruments to confirm the full chelation occurring in that, and this also helps facilitate absorption. And then let's talk about vitamin D3. 50,000 IUs of vitamin D3 is intended for a once weekly dose. This provides an alternative to standard prescription vitamin D2 forms. Vitamin D, of course, helps maintain strong bones and also can help support a healthy immune system. But this is such a high potency formula, it's intended to be used under the supervision of a healthcare professional, not for daily use. And please do not exceed recommended dose. And it's always a good idea to have one's vitamin D and calcium levels monitored while taking this product as well. And for those who are concerned about really high levels of vitamin D, let's put this into some perspective. Here is a summary of a study from 2007. The scientists who are eminent scientists in the nutrition and supplement profession mentioned that collectively the absence of toxicity in trials conducted in healthy adults that use vitamin D dose up to or equal to 250 micrograms a day, which is 10,000 IUs of vitamin D a day, supports the confident selection of this value as the UL. Now, UL means upper limit or upper level of safety. However, the other scientists in the community, doctor groups, etc., have decided that the UL should be only raised to 4,000 IUs as a margin of safety that they placed on this. So there is quite a bit of I guess, room in between these two numbers. And if we simply take 50,000 divided by 7 days in a week, if you're taking it once a week as intended, that comes out to about 7,000 IUs a week. So it's roughly a halfway point between these two numbers, which still can help a person, especially people that may be quite low on their vitamin D levels, help them to achieve higher levels more quickly. But over time, one can transition to other forms of vitamin D as intended or as needed. Now let's talk about Kids Liquid Echinacea. This is a sugar-free and alcohol-free formula in a delicious orange flavor, and it is sweetened with monk fruit. And as you can see on the label here, depending on the child's size, a number of drops can be used, 8 drops up to 25 to 49 pounds, 16 drops if child is 50 to 74 pounds, and 24 drops for child is 75 to 99 pounds. And for children under 1, we recommend consulting a physician before using. So this is a full spectrum of active compounds naturally found in echinacea plants, including the naturally occurring echinacea. So it should be an excellent thing to have on hand for parents and their kids. Another thing to keep in mind is a continuous high-level consumption of this product for more than 10 days of each month is not recommended. And if a rash were to develop, please discontinue use and consult a physician. And as I mentioned before, for children under 1, consult a physician before using. Next, we have ashwagandha extract in a 2 fluid ounce bottle. And as most people are aware, ashwagandha is becoming better known in today's fast-paced world. It's a good free radical scavenger. It's a general tonic and an adaptogen, which can help support a healthy immune system. And an adaptogen helps the body to adapt to temporary normal stress. And we simply suggest adding 1 dropper full to juice or water and drink 1 to 3 times a day. This is in a 1 to 2 herb strength ratio, which would be approximately 500 milligrams of herb equivalency per ml, which is about 1 dropper full. And it is in a base of water and organic cane alcohol. Something to keep in mind, ashwagandha is not necessarily for everyone. Some people, it may cause digestive upset if one is sensitive to it. And if you experience any gastrointestinal discomfort, or if rash or itching were to occur after using the product, then please discontinue the use. Next, we have organic turmeric extract, also in a 2 ounce bottle. It's a 1 to 1 herb strength ratio. And turmeric has been used, of course, as a coloring and flavoring agent in South Asian cuisines for centuries, and been used in Ayurvedic traditions for thousands of years. Most of us are familiar with scientific studies have shown that curcuminoids from turmeric can help support the proper activity of critical enzymes naturally present during typical biological stress. And it can also support a variety of biological functions throughout the body. So looking for that. And also in a related vein, we also have 100% pure turmeric oil. And this is a from the rhizome, which is the root portion. It is has a spicy, earthy, warm aroma. It has soothing, uplifting, and balancing properties to it in aromatherapy. And for topical use, one can carefully dilute it with a carrier oil or a lotion or a mask and use it in hair care, facial, and body care as well. It does mix well with cardamom and ginger, frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, and tangerine oils. Next, we have Plant Defense Essential Oil Kit. It is a 5-bottle blend of 30 ml bottles. Those are the full strength 1 fluid ounce bottles of eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, peppermint, and our combination formula, which has been popular for a long time, the Clear the Air blend. So one could use it in DIY cleaning products for the kitchen, the bath, and the shower, or add it to a diffuser. You can make a homemade air mist to spray around the house. So a lot of potential uses for these. Let's take a closer look at each of these. So the eucalyptus oil, of course, has a strong camphoraceous aroma, which is revitalizing and invigorating and clarifying. It is steam distilled from leaves and small branches. The tea tree oil is potent, warm, and spicy, as most people are aware, has cleansing and purifying properties, and is steam distilled from the leaves and the twigs. And lemon oil has nice fresh lemon peel aroma, which is cold pressed from fresh lemon peels, which is refreshing and very cheerful and uplifting. Peppermint oil has a fresh, strong, revitalizing mint aroma. And Clear the Air blend is purifying and cleansing, a refreshing blend of peppermint, eucalyptus, hyssop, and rosemary oils. So overall it has a fresh, minty aroma. And you can check our website for suggested dilution ratios by just using the search term diluting in the upper right-hand box, and you'll get some useful information. Also, be aware that we have changed over to our child-resistant caps in the past year for added safety. However, there are some people that have reported difficulty with opening these caps. For those that are not familiar with how to do so, it helps to really press down hard on the cap while twisting. Sometimes people find that using a rubber glove or a rubber type jar opener can be helpful in that regard as they press down hard and twist. So word to the wise. Next, let's talk about our skin renewal serum, Bakuchiol. It is a vegan formula, and it is featuring the Bakuchiol, which is a plant-based alternative to retinol for skin renewal. You can see from the picture at the top of the page there, it's a really very pretty, very lovely flower. This is produced from the seeds and the flowers of the plant, botanically known as Sorrellia corlififolia, also known as bobchi, which is native to India and China. It is widely touted as an alternative to retinol, but without the skin scaling and stinging side effects that retinol is sometimes notorious for. So it's lightweight, and it's combination of vegan derived ingredients that can help to gently combat the appearance of imperfections and wrinkles. This beauty renewing formula moisturizes and refines for visibly younger looking skin. Let's take a look at the key ingredients of the Bakuchiol and pycnogenol, which are the first two mentioned at the top of the page here. Pycnogenol is also a French pine bark extract that improves skin elasticity and increases skin hydration. And many of you may be familiar that pycnogenol is also something that we sell and have been selling for many, many years as a dietary supplement, derived also from French pine bark extract. So one can also apply this to the skin. And this combination in particular has been clinically shown to reduce multiple signs of aging in as little as 4 weeks, which is neat. This formula also contains glycerin, which is a humectant that prevents moisture loss, leaving the skin feeling soft and supple, and squalene, which provides lightweight plant-based moisturization that doesn't clog pores. Also green tea leaf extract for its polyphenols, argan oil, which is moisturizing, hyaluronic acid, which is hydrating and moisturizing, making the skin appear plumper, and vitamin C, which is of course a potent antioxidant that helps brighten skin and improve skin elasticity. So we just suggest massaging a thin layer of the serum onto a clean face and neck, let dry. Then you can follow up with your favorite now moisturizer. And you can do this preferably in the evening before bed, although some people prefer to use it twice a day as well. Next, we're going to end with organic coconut milk powder. It contains just 3 simple ingredients, mostly organic coconut milk powder with a small amount of tapioca, maltodextrin, and gum acacia to help its mixability in liquids. I have a typo on this, I apologize. Shelf life is 2 years, not 1 year on this. There are some unique things to this coconut milk powder that I want you to be aware of, so let's talk about that. One should keep it in the foil-lined package that it comes in. Refrigeration is not necessary and is not advised. I'll get into that in a moment. And one should avoid exposure to strong odorous materials as well. It is hygroscopic, which means it absorbs moisture readily, and it should just be stored at room temperature in a dry room around 75 to 80 degrees in the original packaging. However, because it is coconut oil or coconut fats in this that are similar in the coconut milk as is coconut oil, as many of you are aware, there can be a change in the flowability or the hardness of coconut oil. Same thing can happen with this powder. It can harden in temperatures under 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and it may need to be warmed up gently to maybe above 80 degrees or so in order to turn it back into a powdery state. But don't try to heat it to do so. All right. So we just suggest stirring 3 tablespoons in 8 ounces of hot water, and you can add more powder if you want it thicker. And you can store it in the fridge in between uses. This is will have a much longer shelf life, of course, compared to liquid coconut milks, and does not require refrigeration either. So let's talk about a nice non-alcoholic pina colada recipe, and that would involve using the coconut milk rehydrated per the directions we discussed, with some frozen pineapple chunks, some pineapple juice, some ice, some of the now real food Manuka honey, a teaspoon of lime juice, and just put all those ingredients in a blender, blend until smooth and frosty, and pour it into 4 glasses. You can garnish it with now shredded organic coconut if you'd like. Oh boy, that sounds delicious. Isn't that a cool and refreshing way to end this new products webinar?